All right, so Joe Biden, he is desperate to send more of your money to Ukraine. We've sent nearly, 80-some-odd billion dollars, that he's apparently willing to even trade Republicans almost anything for it, including even Trump-era immigration policies. Now, Biden is now reportedly considering bringing back Title 42 or a program like that would allow Border Patrol to expel illegals on the spot. Now, naturally, Democrats, they're not happy, calling the idea a non-starter, shameful, cruel, irresponsible. Anyway, here with reaction is the Democratic senator from West Virginia. Joe Manchin is with us. Senator, we've had over 8 million, according to estimates, illegal immigrants come in this country under Joe Biden. Hundreds from Iran, hundreds from Syria, thousands from Egypt, thousands from Afghanistan, 12,000 from Russia, and over 20-some-odd thousand from China. I am 100% certain that we probably have, because those borders have been wide open, terrorist cells now in this country. Do you agree with me?
I'm as concerned and scared as you are, Sean. I've truly been saying this all along. Our borders are a mess. And, you know, to say that it's not, and for any Democrat or anybody to say that it's not in jeopardy right now, we have to close our borders down. We've got to control the borders. And we have to change, basically, the asylum definition of what it takes to get in our country. We want to make sure that people can still come that are in desperate need, the legal way, but not the way they're coming illegally now, and that has to stop. So I believe that you're going to see some changes being made here very quickly, and I think it's more than appropriate to do it.
Let me ask you, you said you were taking a 2-month tour beginning in January to test the appetite for a national movement. There's been a lot of talk about the No Labels Party and whether or not they would consider running as a third party in the presidential election. Is this 2-month tour part of a tour for you yourself? Would you consider running on a No Labels Party for president in 2024?
Well, Sean, first, let me just say I'll never be a spoiler. I will never be a spoiler trying to throw the race one way or the other if it would be advantage or disadvantage. That's not who I am. If I get into a race, I get into it to win. But basically going around, people feel homeless right now. They've been pushed to the extremes. Both parties have gone to the extremes. The Democrat and Republican parties are being kind of controlled and driven by the extreme right and extreme left. That's not who we are as a country. It's not how we became a country. And it's not how we remain the superpower of the world with the rest of the country or the rest of the world following us. So I'm going to go out and talk to people to find out what they believe needs to be done. They'll make the decision, not me or anybody else. But I want them to know that there's enough of us in the middle that want to take back our country, our values, who we are, how we became the country that we are, and how we're going to be able to leave a country that we're proud of to our children and grandchildren. Right now, we're not on that trajectory. We've got to change.
Well, let me ask you then, how do you reconcile people that want to enforce our immigration laws versus those that want open borders? How do you reconcile those that want energy dominance and independence versus those that want an immediate changeover to alternative energy or, quote, green energy? I don't even think the technology exists. Yeah. How do you reconcile those that want to dismantle the police, reimagine the police, versus those that want law and order and safety and security? I don't see middle ground on those issues, Senator.
Well, the Democrats have been pulled so far to the left, and I think Joe Biden has been pulled to the left. I know Joe Biden, and he never has governed that way. He wasn't a senator for 36 years on the extremes, and I'm hoping he comes back to the middle. I really am. But the bottom line is everything you have just said is what most Americans want. We're not going to be extremes to the left. We're going to have energy security. Sean, we are producing more energy today than ever before in the history of our country. No matter any presidents prior to this, we are an administration, we produce more, but we've had to force them to do it. I work with my Republican colleagues and basically trying to get energy security, making sure that we have the energy that we need today to take care of ourselves, to be secured, basically helping our allies and investing in a technology for the energy of the future. We can walk and chew gum. We're the United States of America. We got more investments coming to the country than ever before. You never hear the president speaking about, we spent $230 billion of the IRA to pay down debt. You never heard that. It's energy security. It's not an environmental bill. It's been great for the environment, too, if we're able to basically mature these technologies. But we're producing more gas, more oil, 4.6 billion barrels of oil this year, 37 trillion cubic feet of gas this year.
We're still importing, though. And we're importing.
Well, we're
from
importing
Venezuela.
because we have to blend because of the type of the type of systems that we have.
Let me ask you
refineries.
this: you're going to go on this 2-month tour. There has been a lot of talk about the No Labels Party. I'll ask you again gently. I'm not pushing you hard.
No problem.
I just want to know is if you got enough feedback that you felt there was an appetite for a third party, would you consider a run if you thought it was not a spoiler run, to use your words?
Sure, absolutely. I think that every American, if you're in a position to help your country and you don't come forward when you think we're on a wrong trajectory, then, shame on you. I would do whatever I can to help my country. And right now, I think unless we're able to bring the extremes back to the middle, and if the extremes don't come to the middle, make sure the middle is able to dominate. That's where I'm looking at. But basically, No Labels has always been a group that's looked for a balanced venue that we could bring Democrats and Republicans that felt homeless. I've been there since 2010. I understand where they're coming from.
I've been to West Virginia. I know the people of West Virginia. They're pretty conservative.
They like you. They like you, Sean. They like you, buddy.
I like them. I appreciate it, Senator. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate it.